mentioned this before, was concussed. Coach, I wanted to just retouch on this because you said earlier it didn't look like that much to you. I thought that was like a very subtle, dirty play by Sillinger. I mean,
I thought so too, for sure.
you didn't think so? You thought it was not much? I mean, he clipped him right in the jaw with his elbow as he skated by him.
It
I didn't
definitely
see
looked
that at all.
intentional.
I saw Heedle kind of turn, not being aware where that there was another player coming, and it was kind of an incidental collision. I didn't see his arm go up. I didn't see anything where he was elbowing him.
So you agree
Oh,
with Micheletti. See, for me, I looked at it differently because there's been time. Look, there's times where you do that on the ice. Where I would skate by a player and you slash them in the back of the knee, or clip them, pick them when they're not paying attention, not to injure. I'm not saying you had intent to injure Heedle, but it's definitely a little bit of a chippy play. I mean, Sillinger's coming in, he looks right at Heedle.
well, there were a lot of plays I saw multiple times. I see Trouba doing it a lot in our zone, where you kind of set a pick, you get in the way. They do it when they're cycling a lot. When they're cycling up at the blue line, down along the wall, a guy will set a pick. So I kind of think that's what it was. He was skating by him so that the defenseman was going to get a little more time and space, as they always talk about.
Right.
And at that moment, he'll turn to go the other way, and to me, kind of just caught his arm. I didn't see him stick his arm out. His elbow didn't go out. He was holding his stick, skating by, kind of setting that pick. So I'm calling it a hockey move that a lot of players do. It happens multiple times in the course of a game. And, Heedle's just soft.
I, well, I don't agree with the last. Well, I do agree with the last part, but that's not what I was going to say. I agree that it's definitely a hockey play. I mean, everyone does it. You try and set a small pick. When I said it was intentional, I meant it. It definitely was intentional, but I don't think his intent was to injure him.
Me either.
So, I mean,
No, I
could the
agree with
referee have called something, an interference or something like that? Definitely. I mean, especially in today's game, they call that shit all the time. So I don't know why they didn't. He must have just missed it, which we go through in our Stony Brook games. I almost got kicked out of our game the other day because of something like that. Where it's just like a blatant play like that. I don't really understand how the referee misses it. So yeah, I mean, I hope he recovers quickly. I hope it doesn't really affect him because, I mean, as usual, he was kind of like on the upswing and then he gets hurt and it kind of sets him back for a little while. So
yeah, on the
hopefully
upswing. Speaking of which, Rangers game against the Sharks. I mean, he was the only player on the team that played well. He ends up getting the second star of the game. His goal, you call him soft. His goal was him out muscling Luke Kunin for the puck, who's a big player. Out muscles him, comes in and snipes a goal. I get no texts from anybody. Nobody says, "Hey, what a snipe by Heedle, great play." Nobody gets excited. I'm sure all of you just.
Eddie texted Heats.
Eddie said that he had an excuse. He's the only one who responded with an excuse, and it was.
And I also said
a valid
Heats.
one.
I forgot about that.
He said Heats. What are you talking about?
I didn't get that text. Because I said it was on delay.
That might have been in our other
No,
because once you said you were on delay,
you went into a different chat. Right.
Yeah, me, my dad, and Mikey went into a different chat.
Right, but even after the fact, nothing. Right. Sometimes there's a little chatting after the game or something. Nothing. And then of course he gets hurt, and here come the text. So I just want to say you call him soft, but that wasn't a soft play. And I can just see you sitting there going, "No, I'm gonna have to listen to Cousin Ed talk about Heedle, blah, blah, blah," instead of just being happy that he did well. But anyway, we'll see how he does when he gets back from the concussion, because you are right. He gets in, on the upswing and then gets hurt and then struggles when he gets back. So curious to see how he plays when he recovers from the concussion. Hopefully he's not out too long. But anyway.